Dutchman's not the kind of man keeps his thumb jammed in a dam that holds his dreams in. But that's a secret only Margaret knows. When Amsterdam is golden in the summer, Margaret brings him breakfast and she believes him. He thinks that tulips bloom beneath the snow. He's mad as he can be, but Margaret only sees that sometimes. Sometimes she sees her unborn children in his eyes. The Dutchman still wears wooden shoes. His cap and coat are patched with the love that Margaret sewed there. Sometimes he thinks he's still in Rotterdam, and he watches tugboats down canals, and he calls out to them when he thinks he knows the captain. Then Margaret comes to take him home again, through the unforgiving streets that trip him, though he holds her arm. Sometimes he thinks he's alone, and he calls her name. Let us go to the banks of the ocean, where the walls rise above the Zuider Zee. Long ago, I used to be a young man, and dear Margaret remembers that for me. Winter blows the windmill round. She wraps his muffler tighter. They sit in the kitchen. Some tea with whiskey keeps away the dew. Then he sees her for a moment and he calls her name. Margaret makes the bed up singing some old love song. A song she learned when it was very new. He hums a line or two. They sing together in the dark. The Dutchman falls asleep and Margaret blows the candle out. Let us go to the banks of the ocean, where the walls rise above the Zuider Zee. Long ago, I used to be a young man, and dear Margaret remembers that for me. Let us go to the banks of the ocean, where the walls rise above the Zuider Zee. Long ago, I used to be a young man, and dear Margaret remembers that for me.